21 people are dead and 26 missing after a passenger ferry sank off the coast of western Burma on Friday night. The Ong Takon was carrying more than 200 passengers when it ran into difficulties. Police say 167 people have been rescued. An investigation is underway. The police suspect the vessel sank because it may have been overloaded with goods. Egypt has announced plans to build an entire capital city from scratch within the next 5 to 7 years. The project was announced at the International Investment Conference at Sharm el-Sheikh, where President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi has announced a series of mega projects designed to attract foreign investment and create jobs. The new city, which will cost an estimated €40 billion, will create 1.1 million homes. A Tunisian comedian and a popular TV presenter have been detained by police on Friday for offending President Beji Caid Essebsi. Prosecutors have refused to comment on the case until the two appear before court on March 25th, but the office of the president has already denied they had anything to do with the case. These arrests have been slammed by human rights groups. And around 4,500 people have been evacuated in Chile after a severe forest fire broke out this Friday. A state of emergency has been declared in the cities of Valparaiso and Viña del Mar. This fire has broken out in the same area that was hit by deadly blaze this time last year, where 50 people died and over 500 were injured. The surviving contestants and production team members from the TV show Dropped are set to land in France this morning. Their arrival comes just 5 days after 2 helicopters crashed during filming in Argentina, killing 10 of their colleagues. Meanwhile, a team of French investigators have arrived in La Rioja. They're there to work alongside Argentine officials to determine what caused the tragedy. Thomas Waterhouse has more.
Their ordeal is finally over, and now they begin the long journey home. The surviving cast and crew of the reality show Dropped arrive at the international airport in Buenos Aires, bound for Paris.
We are going to slowly start to get our lives back to normal. We are going to catch the plane. I know you're all waiting to hear our news. We are sorry, but out of respect for the families of the victims, we don't want to share how we feel.
Earlier on Friday, 2 minibuses left the film set some 730 miles north of the capital, carrying the 30 French nationals, cast, crew and technicians from the show. It was here on Monday that 2 helicopters collided mid-air during filming, killing 10 people. A few kilometres away, prayers echoed through the community of Villa Castelli. Under a joint Franco-Argentine flag, the residents of this small village have come to show their solidarity and compassion.
We say sorry to France. We say sorry to the families of the victims who lost their loved ones. We would never have expected such a terrible tragedy to occur.
On the ground, the investigation into the crash continues. A French team specialised at identifying victims and sent at the request of the French government touched down in La Rioja on Friday.
Well, to Brazil now, and around 12,000 people staged demonstrations across the country on Friday in support of President Dilma Rousseff. The rallies come just 2 days before mass protests planned against her administration, which is embroiled in a corruption scandal at Brazilian oil giant Petrobras. Rousseff has not been implicated in the scandal personally, but dozens of politicians from her governing coalition have been charged. And we'll finish up with this story from Canada. The Royal Canadian Mounted Police were involved in a dramatic police chase as they hunted down a speeding motorcyclist who tried to escape by driving through a shopping mall. Now, in these scenes, which are reminiscent of an action movie, you can see the biker heading down an escalator and through corridors filled with shoppers, followed closely by officers on foot. Aerial footage showed the suspect using pedestrian bridges to escape from the police, and escape he did. Those are the top stories this morning. Do stay with us here at France 24. Bye-bye.